Good afternoon, and welcome to the LouRae podcast. I'm your host, Austin Corus, and today my guest is Alexandra G, Nino. She's an artist here at LouRae Gallery. She is a painter and kind of does an expressionist style. We're excited to have you. Thank you for coming in, Alexandra.
Good afternoon, Austin. Thank you for inviting me.
So tell me a little bit about your childhood and your early life. Were you always an artistic child?
Yes, I could say yes in certain way. Every time when in the project in schools, I like the projects, craft projects, and also drawing. And when you do also the homework for science, I enjoy to do that projects because require like a painting or drawing. So in certain way, yes.
You grew up in Colombia with your family there. Your mother was also kind of creative in a way.
Yes, my mom, yes, she, with her friend, her best friend, they make a course about porcelain, and Yadro is more imitation, and she did really good with her friends. And also, in general, in my family, I have an uncle that he drawing in with graphite, only Jesus, the portraits.
Right.
In my grandpa father's family that he did the bench of the church. So it's like kind of artistic part, yes. And also we have musicians too. My niece, she's a percussionist. I have a cousin, also he likes music, guitar.
So you were kind of surrounded by art in Colombia where you grew up.
Yes.
You moved around a lot as a child. Did your art kind of constantly change as you were growing up? How did your art evolve?
My art during my life has been back and forward. So it has not been constantly. It's just a certain period that I take it and painting, and then I stop it just the reason it was studies. So I stopped it to do it, and then at the end of my career, I enrolled in an art institution, and because I tell myself I like it, and that give me peaceful, I enjoy to do it. So I want to learn more because I was self-taught. So I want to learn more techniques. So in certain way, my art changed in if it in that way. The part of the creativity in that moment, I don't think about the creativity. It's just more like a learning techniques. And also when you're self-taught, you just imitate other people and learn how they do that. You don't think about you're creative, just enjoy the moment.
It kind of just comes out of you. And you've had that since you were a child.
Yes,
It's always just kind of come.
right.
Right. And you've always had this kind of goal of constant progress and learning where you go to school or you find teachers or mentors who pass their knowledge on to you.
Yes, because I'm a curious person. So I like to learn how they do this or how they get this texture or how they get that shadow. So I'm curious. I like to learn new things. That's why I try to get involved in different techniques and learning from others. And that is good because enrich your art. Sometimes you are just focusing one medium, but if you learn another, you can combine them, and you don't need to close in one. You can explore more without limitation.
Yeah. Would you say that your art has a lot of aspects from both Colombia and America, your new home?
Yes, yes, because for here I studied in Jefferson Community College, and I get my social in arts. So in Colombia as well, I was studying institute. So both have different ways to teach, and from both I learn a lot. So you get which one you is adjust more to you and easy. Both give me a lot of knowledge and easy way to look up different ways how to start a new project or the moment you are going to create. But yes, in both I have a good experience, and No, I'm grateful. I'm grateful with my teachers. That's
Yeah.
the word. I'm grateful with my teachers.
Yeah.
So because I'm trying to absorb what they transmit, and I ask and ask, and yes.
And you can see that with a lot of your artwork. Some of them have abstract styles to them. Some of them are more expressionist on actual subjects, people at bars or animals, horses. Tell me a little bit about how your work extends to so many different styles. Why do you create so many different things?
During my paintings, the creativity is when I'm learning that technique, but also even my paintings is variety. They have like in common, they communicate emotions. My process with the different mediums is more when I want to learn that technique, and I apply it in my creativity. And also sometimes I just said, okay, I want this in acrylic, or I want this in oil. But also it depends what I want to convey, and it's different way that I want to show my artworks.
Let me know if this is the right way of thinking about it. You find something that inspires you, and you try to create it into a form you might like to learn more about, whether it be acrylic art. Like you want to practice on acrylic, and you've been inspired by something, and so you create that using acrylic. Is that the process?
Well, my process when I choose an image or a reference, or sometimes it's imagination on my head, in that moment, okay, I say, okay, I'm going to do this in acrylic or watercolor. But it's, for example, if I choose watercolor, it's because it gives me more relaxing time, and peaceful, and I disconnect. And acrylic, because the acrylic is a medium that, for me, is easier to handle it, and you can flow, and you can be more expressive, allow you more freedom in that case. So if I want to do that, if I want to feel that, I choose acrylic. Graphite needs a little concentration because it's details. I speak for by myself what I connect with the mediums. So it depends how I'm feeling in that moment. Because for me, each medium gives me different emotions, different ways to relax me, enjoying. It depends what I want to express.
So your creativity allows you to express your emotions
Right.
and
yes.
share them.
Yes. All my paintings, my emotions, yes, my feelings, or the moment I surrounding, or if that day I walk and see something that mesmerizes, or I'm trying to pass through the canvas or paper, or it depends that day I live. Yes, es depende de lo que viví en ese día. It depends what I live that day, or what I experience. Depends what is surrounding me. So, yes, not always I create, because sometimes you block. And sometimes I have a lot in my head that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's nice to see this in a paper or in painting, whatever. But I'm trying to put in the canvas or in different surface.
So your art is very personal to you?
Yes.
It's a relationship?
Yes, it's a conversation.
Conversation?
Yeah, between the canvas or the medium, or what I'm going to do doesn't matter, it's a still life or it's a landscape or abstract. Is always a conversation. I try to connect with the object I'm going to do.
When you create art, you said it's almost a communication between you and the canvas. Do you hope that you'll communicate with your audience as well? How do they fit into the picture?
The audience sometimes can be connected with your paintings or with your artwork. I'm going to say artworks. Sometimes not. But either way, it's communicate something to you. In the moment when I'm not doing for them. I do it just for me, and for the moment I just enjoy it. But if the artwork says something or not is good. So I try to connect, also to make consents. If people get consents, it's good.
Your intention is not to create for other people. It's always at the core to create for yourself.
Yes, but also it's dependent because also I do commission arts. So I separate that part. The others, yes, it's like a art for me.
What is the difference between commission art and art you create for yourself?
Well, the commission art, sometimes people give you the freedom to create or not because they want just they want your, I don't want to say your style. Well, yes, your style, if you got your style, right? In this moment, I don't have my style. But it's like a little chameleon, yes. But for one commission, I'm trying to follow the picture or the reference they give me, but I let a little bit of me over there. But and that is the commission arts. The other, that is just creativity. I feel freedom because I don't feel pressure. I don't feel pressured. I don't know, because the other commission is you try to pleasant a little bit because you want they're going to be happy with your result, and but this one, the others, no, it's not like pleasant. It's more like pleasant for me. Right. Yes, but I'm trying the commission. I try to let my fingerprint in there.
Something that's unique to you. You said that you don't really have a style right now. Is that what kind of pushes you to keep learning and honing your techniques, is trying to find that style of yours?
Well, sometimes I want that, sometimes I don't want that, because it's hard to find your style.
Right.
And lately I think about that because I see other artists, they have their own styles, and they can recognize anywhere even without name, this is Dada or this person. But think about it, this moment I'm happy what I'm doing, and be versatile, and trying during the time, perhaps I'm going to find out which is my style, or which, if not, it's okay.
Right. It's kind of like an experiment, and you're okay with any result.
Yes, it's
you
an
like
experiment.
The process.
Yes, it's because it's like a life, your life or life change. So it's the same way with with my artworks. It's change.
Well, because you like that freedom too, that you're not so tied down to a particular want or style, maybe, that kind of constricts you or keeps you in a box.
Well, I'm not going to say keep in a box, but I'm not saying that it's a box, because I admire the artist who has their own styles. It's not easy to arrive there. Yes. But right now I'm happy with my process, and if, like I said before, if I found out my style is good, if not, I'm not going to push myself, and it's okay. So I'm happy with my my result in this moment.
Yeah. Well, you get a lot out of it so far, so I think you're doing fine.
Thank you, Austin.
So what are you hoping to accomplish with your art? I know that you're thinking about style, that's always in the back, but what do you hope to accomplish?
My accomplish with my art for myself is connect with me, and most of my artwork is more nature, is reference to nature. So it's because nowadays we are in hurry, and sometimes it's stressful for me. So my accomplish is to connect with myself, also to connect with others, and try to collaborate with other artists. And that is my main goal, collaborate with other artists too. And because you learn a lot from other artists.
You said that life feels a little fast sometimes. Like you're always rushing. It's very stressful. Bills to pay, people to see, commission pieces to finish, all these things. So painting gives you a bit of relaxing. It kind of reconnects you with maybe nature or the slower pace of life.
Yes, it's what you said. You said it better than me. Yes, is for me nature is important. It's the sense of the life. Connect with nature is give you the capacity to be or to connect with your inner self. So that is for me is a reward when I connect with nature through my paintings.
Going back to what you were saying about collaboration, another thing that we've kind of moved away from as a society is not only connection with nature, but connection with each other, especially after kind of COVID era where we all isolated ourselves and really lost a kind of communal connection that we might have had that was already on the decline a bit. So your collaboration with other people, do you hope that you'll also learn a lot from them? And what are you hoping to get out of collaboration?
With collaboration, you grow as a person and you work as well. But also you connect with new friends or that people give you a positive things in your life that allow you to grow up. Yes, allow you to grow up as a person and your artwork.
Yeah, you're always trying to get better, and other people help with that.
Yes, even though that I'm a shy person.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, I want that to improve and to give opportunity to myself to do that.
So what are you striving for right now? I know you want to work more with people, but what are your more personal goals?
My personal goal is to have my own studio that I can refugee there and stay there. If I paint, good. If I'm not painting, good. But it's like a safety place for me. And hanging my painting, my artworks, and the future people comes by there, they can create anything they want. That's what I want.
A place for creation.
A place for creation, yes, for myself and for others. I'm more friendly.
Yeah, it's nice that you'd like to extend it to other people as well, because I know you'd like to help new artists kind of gain their confidence and learn more skills, kind of like you always have.
Yes, in this moment, I teach as a private teacher. And this moment I have just, before I had one student, now I have another student. It's one by one. And I try to teach them no skill or with skill, like it depends what the student level is there. Teach the different techniques, but at the same time, letting them creative. I help them to do that and see if they want to follow that, if they want to continue with the art. Yes, because when you are a kid, you are exploring, you like, and every kid like to paint and drawing for fun. But so that is an important process for them to see if they want to follow or not.
You help them find their confidence and get serious about what they want to do with their creativity.
If they want to, yes, they can achieve that.
And you're also teaching classes here at the gallery, aren't you?
Yes, that is the idea, to teach people who want to learn different techniques and also enjoy it. It's a fun class. It's not like a academic. It's just a fun class, but at the same time learning different techniques. So that is the idea.
People can come by and work on what little skills they might have, or ask you questions about how to work with light or tones or hues, things
Or
like
to improve one, if they start with graphite and they want to improve their trace, yes, it's a guide for them.
Right. To help them gain a little bit more confidence and maybe get into art like they haven't been able to before.
Right.
Right. Well, Alexandra G. Nino, is an artist here at the LouRae Gallery, and we wanted to thank her so much for coming in and sharing her insights. She'll be teaching classes that you guys can come by and learn about what she does and maybe hone your skills with her. She's very patient and a great teacher.
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you, Austin, for having me.
Thank you.